see the Bevils, know it's all God. Blended in better. Family first.
Always put God first and family over everything. You living for your first, I'm out here living for my last name. The Bevils.
When you see the Bevils, know it's all God. Blended in better. Family first.
Always put God first and family over everything. You living for your first, I'm out here living for my last name. The Bevils. Back, the Bevils, and today is a special episode because we got two special people here with us. It's an honor to be in their presence and have them here on the couch with the Bevils. We're gonna speak about what is faith and marriage? Faith and marriage. We got our pastor, Tiffany, in the building, and her husband, First G. And we gonna have a real conversation tonight. How y'all doing tonight?
Good. Right, we good, man. We good. You know what I love about you?
What up?
So I've been watching your podcast, right?
Okay.
I love y'all. I've been watching the podcast, and I love how you the host of this podcast, and you like, what we talking about today? I love it.
It shows you. We talked about that last week. He never knows. Right? He never knows.
I'm the same
But
way.
he
I
hosted.
don't know what we talking about. Let's turn the cameras on.
Turn
And let's
it
go.
on.
Let's go.
Get
Right?
to it. You just ready all the time, huh?
I try to be.
Okay.
I think we went through the YLG class. That's what Pastor was telling us. You got to be ready.
That was
ready.
perfect because I was just about to talk about that. So it's definitely an honor and privilege to have our senior pastor, Tiffany Peppers, along with First G, who's also a pastor, here with us.
He tried to keep that quiet.
Yes,
too.
he tried to
Don't be
keep
trying
it
to keep
so
that
quiet.
But yes.
But he's definitely a pastor, and honestly, we done 2 episodes, and today I've been nervous all day, and I'm with y'all all the time.
Right.
Don't be nervous.
Yeah.
We just hanging.
I know, and it's
just
just
hanging.
to just get a real life look at faith in marriage, what it means, what you all have seen from us, what you all have pulled from us. Like, we worked under you guys for 1 whole year, and life has not stopped since that year.
Right.
Since that year has ended. It's like you all told us, we have our plaques in the room on the wall of what you all told us to. First, you said it starts now. Whoa, we haven't took off our running shoes since.
I think this the most I ever been at a church. In
We
church.
can tell.
I'm still working. Look, I'll be so confused. I just be walking in. Oh, hey.
There's always something
Yeah,
to
they
say.
like, hey, Loco. They know my name. Oh man, this is. Yeah, I never
It
would have
started
thought.
last year though when you went to pass the party and you said, "Man, I ain't
Never been to a Christian party. I never been to a Christian party. I mean, it was fun though. We played that game. I think people was kind of
I
confused.
don't
about
believe you. Was the Christian party really fun?
No, we was chilling though, cause
Yes.
that game it was the
the
SVU.
senior SPT.
Oh yeah, you had to figure out the mystery.
You had to
and
figure
stuff.
out who killed the person.
And y'all know who won. YLG.
Of course,
I
YLG
think they was mad too, cause they like
They were a
she
little
gave them
upset,
the answers.
and I did not.
It's
I
like
did
we
not.
read. It's
All right,
rigged.
hold on. Speaking of YLG, so we got the head of it in the building, because I also heard another thing that you like to spew out.
What?
Mr. 7712.
Mr. 7712.
That you were the class, you were the
He don't
No,
even know what
he don't even know
what he was.
He does. He said, ain't I the valedictorian?
Oh, yeah,
I said,
valedictorian.
The
I said,
teacher's
sure.
pet.
Sure you are.
The teacher's pet.
The teacher's pet.
Was he the teacher's pet?
Yes. Why? Why? Because
He was an amazing student. I will leave it at that.
Thank you.
Laco was an
What'd he
amazing
say?
student.
Most
That
quoted.
sound like
Most quoted
That's what he
student.
said.
I was the most
what he
quoted.
said.
She quoted me on stage. She quoted
Oh,
me.
my
I get
God.
quoted all the time.
That sounded like real low key, like a slight. It was like, what you think about her? I mean, she's unique.
But no. For me, even that, like when we talk about faith in marriage, that's a great segue to even go into it. Like, that has made me so happy. Like, I've been at Jesus' name since I was 21 years old. I've been with Laco for 14, 15 years, and he's actively been here 2 years. How long have you been in your church?
Yeah, it's been about almost 2 years.
Super active.
right?
You've been there for the whole year. Like, active. You always came and went, but like
'Cause
every
some
Sunday.
months, it was a few months before I started YLG Alpha. Some months before he got baptized.
In July.
Yep, that's what I saw. He
got
got
baptized
baptized.
in-
Rebaptized.
Yes, I'm sorry. Rebaptized.
Rebaptized.
He had decided to live his life right.
He got a little
in
bit,
July.
He got a little bit more dirt on him.
Yeah. I got baptized, then got dirty again, and had to clean it off again.
Yes. And so after that, and it was funny because remember when he came into YLG and I called and I had my assistant call, I said, tell him I want him in my young
I
leaders
was
group.
so confused.
He did not believe that she was calling
No,
for
they
him.
called me. I said, absolutely not. I'm going to give you his number, and you're going to call him. He's going to say, there's something else you're talking about. God told you, because
I said, no, God told me it's time for you to step into where you're supposed to be. And
she
he was
said,
like,
you sure you're not going to tell him? Oh, I'm positive. You or Pastor Tiffany need to call him.
got to tell him because he need to hear it from y'all.
Yes.
And we told him.
I was so confused. I got the call. I'm like, they're like, Pastor want me to do what? Huh? For what? Be a YLG, man. What is that? For a year?
For a year.
For 1 whole year? Oh, okay.
I'm proud of you,
And look
man.
at you.
I appreciate
Look
it.
at you. I'm proud of you, man.
Hey, that was the best thing happened, I learned a lot. I'm still learning. as we go. And I just like how you let us be ourselves. Like, you don't try to just like, oh, you gotta be like this. You gonna figure it out for sure.
You sure will.
You gonna figure it out. He gonna come talk to you, not me.
Yep.
You know, the thing about that is, I was just talking about this about a week ago with somebody. It's like looking apart, like what does being in church look like, right? And we got a lot of stereotypes. We got a lot of people who think it's supposed to look like that and it's supposed to look like.
Look a certain way.
It looks however you want it to look. You know, just like you said, coming in the door, no, we're gonna let you be you. We want you to be you.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Because the change doesn't come from me telling you, you need to do this, you need to do that. The change comes from within. You got to want it.
Yeah.
Now, letting you be you is wonderful. But if 2 years from now,
You still you and
I see that. No, it ain't even about you still you, and I think you gonna always be you. But like, you gotta you gotta have the growth.
See the growth.
You gotta have the growth. Right.
Yes, growth has to happen.
Yeah.
In order for you to continue on, because we're always progressing. We're always moving into what it is where God wants to take us next. And anything that doesn't grow becomes stagnant. And you can even water. Water is one of the things that you need the most in life.
Right.
But if it just sits still,
It gets
stagnant. It becomes disease. It can actually kill you.
Yeah.
So not moving, not growing, not doing what you need to do, that's the kind of thing that will make you die and you don't even realize that it's happening to you. So growth is necessary.
That's kind of like you said, what does it need to look like in staying stagnant? And coming into our marriage and not being equally yoked in the spirit in the beginning.
Yeah.
I personally had this vision on what it was supposed to look like. But in my prayer time and put things down, I heard God say to me one time, don't worry about my son, worry about yourself. And I was like, what?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What are you talking about? And it's like, I want him or he needs to. And it's like, his walk is not your walk.
Yeah.
And even in the time you talk about, like from the time that you called him into YLG, right before, it was like my faith was going weary. Like, what is he doing? I could, not saying that he hasn't made progress, but it's like, what? At church, Sister Wendy, she came to me and she gave me a little bottle of oil and a mustard seed and a thing. And she said, keep going, he's coming. And I'm like, what? Like, God, no, you needed that
Y'all
word.
was plotting on me. Y'all plotting
Yes,
on me.
and it's like shortly after, it's like, it all came together, and it's like his walk isn't your walk. The people that the people that he can reach and bring to God is not the people that the people that you can bring, because
Right.
it just looks different. So I am thankful of the journey, and faith played a major part in getting here, because people like, what did you do, or how did you get here? And it's like, it's nothing special. Like, I stayed in my word, I stayed praying, and I stayed grounded. I stayed true to who God called me to be. Otherwise, if I just continue to look at what it looked like at that particular time,
What do I look like? What do that mean?
You look good. You look good.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You look all right.
I'm all right.
I'm a little mad, too. I told her, like, y'all over here coordinating and stuff. I told her, I said,
know.
we need to match.
He was working from home and I was at the church today, so we did not coordinate.
It
But
got black and black.
That's all right. That's all right.
I dressed casual though, because I knew if nothing else, you was gonna be casual.
See?
It all worked out.
Now you see, this is what we talking about. This is what we talking about. Already she's starting with the little.
It was not a poke.
No,
It
that
was
was
a
a,
poke.
that was a,
That was a stab.
that was a
It was
slap
not.
upside the head. Like,
Not your
you
head.
gonna be casual.
You know you like.
And then
it
she
casual.
did the little.
I knew you was gonna be.
Yeah.
You're gonna.
You was gonna be.
Gonna look like this, huh?
I like that time you had tried to talk about first.
Yeah,
You
I
said-
remember that.
You remember
too.
that?
I
Yes, remember.
Whoa, wait a minute.
Yeah, yeah.
You said he always
We
looked like
are
he out
together.
grilling.
I invite you over my house to break bread.
Longo said he always looked like he going out to the
And
grill.
you look the way you look. And I was like, whoa.
But you was in the house, though.
That's what I'm saying.
I appreciate
I
it.
don't mind. I'm gonna be me.
He is
I'm
gonna be
me.
You is for sure.
And I think that's why, too, we work, because he really does. He's good with him, and if he wasn't good with him, I don't know that we could work.
It's the confidence.
Because yes, and people will always say, "Oh, he must be quiet because he's married to you." Talk to him. You will find out real quick.
Talk to him. He used to
is-
pop up in the meetings. He was
Yeah.
like, "Hey, what y'all? No, that ain't it right there." I was like,
Yes.
every time we do the news, he
But
holler at us.
I love that, and it's like the strength that you carry and the leadership that you carry. I have always looked to it like it's an example, and I look at you and I see a lot of me. But when I look at First G, I see him stand firm in his place, and I see my husband. People well,
Yeah.
she's always moving and she's always going, and he's always supporting me, and he's always
Always.
pushing me.
Yep.
And I see First G is always pushing you. It doesn't matter what the world think of you. If people get close and know you, go for it. I don't care what anybody else
Right.
says. And I love that, because it's it's a total opposite. He don't have to have the front spotlight.
He
He's
don't want
confident
it.
in who he is. He likes to be in the front and
He
center.
does
I
like
like
to
to
be
be in the
Wait a minute.
Yeah,
Look, y'all
77,
see, they
12.
steady jabbing. I just I just don't got no problem with it. I
But
got
it's
called.
perfectly fine. Because I don't like it.
No,
But
she
you
the
push me.
background. I gotta push her. Go.
But God, he definitely calling me out. But even in that, 2 years ago around this time, God told me, I'm going to push you to the back, and I'm going to call your husband to be
More in the front.
more in the front. And I'm perfectly fine with that, because it just worked. It's something that he it's something that he can do, and it doesn't take anything away from us. It shows a great depiction of marriage and love.
Yeah.
The front and the back, that whole thing, that's a deep conversation for me. I don't look at it
Like
the
that.
way most people do, because what you could seriously be in the front and not lead.
Right.
That is very possible.
Right.
So when people say front, back, whatever, it's different situations. Maybe I'm gonna take the lead. Maybe she's gonna take the lead. But even in that, leading doesn't mean hey, get behind me, follow me.
Right.
I never looked at
But
it
that
like
was
that.
something she talked about in the class, though. You lead, you could be a leader, but everybody could be a leader.
Right.
You could stand next to leaders.
Right.
Yes.
It's just when your time is called to be a leader.
Right.
Who time
There
is
she
it?
go.
Yes.
Oh, Bella making her appearance.
Oh,
Hey,
no,
Bella.
it's God, every
Shit,
time.
We live yet?
Yeah.
Ain't nobody mic me up. That's,
They
no
don't
mic
want
for
you.
baby.
Nobody wants you, Bella.
Oh my God, Bella. No,
Get
First
her.
he don't want you.
He'll
First,
take
he
it.
does want you.
Oh my God.
Oh, she's not gonna leave.
That's where you leave.
But let's get into faith. How do you all personally define a faith-based marriage? Oh my
She
God.
jumping on his lap.
Get down.
What do you think? How do you define a faith-based marriage? You ain't got no answer. What you gonna say? What you got?
How do I define a faith-based marriage? I would say that it's putting God first. It's really determining that this marriage is going to be based on godly principles and what it is that God is saying and what God is doing. She is.
No,
just gonna
we're
take
not
the
rubbing
whole-
you.
She's taking the whole show over.
Bye.
But for real though, when you talk about, a lot of people try to make it difficult. You're just gonna be speaking in tongues all the time. No, you're just making sure that everything, the decisions that you make, you're saying, is God pleased with this? Mm-hmm. The way that I treat my husband, is God pleased with this? The way that I talk to him, the way that even when I'm angry or even when how I respond to him, would God be pleased with? Having him at the forefront and knowing that it's not just a relationship with me and my husband, but God is in the midst of it as well. And he's looking at because how can I go out and be a witness to other people,
Right.
but my first ministry
Right.
is my home.
Right.
So having a faith-based marriage or a relationship is just that, understanding that this is my first ministry. This is where it starts for me. And then the rest of it will grow from there. Because as I'm faithful over this, God will open up doors for other things. A lot of people want all these doors to open, but they haven't dealt with the first relationship. And that's the one that really, that relationship and your relationship with God is what's going to keep you going for everything that the outside is pulling from you. Right. If you don't have that, the pull is going to be too strong. And that's why a lot of people end up in affairs, and they end up in drugs, and they end up in all types of perversions and things like that, because